What's up everyone, it's KK and today we have 5 tips that are going to improve your PvP to the fullest. I promise you. Let's make this quick, let's lock in. Alright, so let's see you see a player long range, right? You have a good scope and ammo that's good to pierce their armor and you see them around the way. Now, the best way to take out a player that you see from long range is to always shoot at their legs first, alright? You shoot at their legs first because if you black out one of their legs, it gives you the perfect opportunity to line up or follow up with a headshot after while they're moving slow because they either need to pop their painkillers or use their suturing device if they don't have any painkillers, alright? So shooting at their legs first from a long range is always what you want to do if you want to go ahead and finish off that kill. If you're not, you're going to be hitting chest shots and they're just going to keep on trucking through and you're not going to get anywhere, alright? So I'm running out in the open here, but I see a player right here next to this wall. Now let's say he sees me too. Now the first thing you don't want to do is go here and just automatically start shooting and lighting them up. Now you can go ahead and do that, but the best thing what you want to do is always have players peek you first. So if I see a player right here coming through, we both see each other, first thing I'm going to do is pull off to the right, get cover to where this rock right here is now blocking my field of view from him, and I'm gonna hold a peek over on this side and let him walk into my view. You always want players to walk into your field of view first. Oh, there's a player here. Face still down. I'll wait for him to show himself. I see him to the left. I'm gonna make him think that I left or so and just peek this right side. I think I may have one-tapped him. That's the best way to get a kill and get a jump on the players, alright? If I was to come up here, run up, boom, see the player, and we both just start shooting at each other, it's a 50-50. The fight can go any way, alright? So when you know a player knows where you're at, and you know they're holding an angle trying to peek you, force them to actually move into your crosshair, alright? You want them to forcefully move into it. Now, when you're running through the map, you never want to be tunnel visioned on one location, alright? What you always want to do is have your head on a swivel, as some people would say. You're looking everywhere. You're always looking around, alright? You're looking behind you, you're looking to the left, the right. There is always going to be players everywhere, and this is what's going to help you understand where you should always be looking in the raid to find players. Like I know, okay, over here is office buildings. I can look kind of like off to this wall area where people are going to run down the hill into the mall, or maybe down over here where people are going to, like, you know, you kind of get an idea for where people are going to be rotating at. And the more you're looking around, the more you're not really just randomly looking, you're actually looking at specific areas where you know from experience that you've seen players come and go, you know? So when you keep looking around, it's gonna help you so much. A lot of people will go in my comments and say, how'd you see that player? How'd you see that player? And say that you spotted him. I'm telling you, you just get used to it. You're gonna be looking around so much that you're always looking in areas where players are running around at. Let's say I'm over here on the bridge, I'm looking out and I look down the way and I see a player here. Now, the first thing you don't want to do is just put out shots just because you see the player, alright? You always want to have a fighting plan whenever you see a player anytime on the map, alright? And your plan always revolves around, how do I take them out the quickest way possible, alright? So it's going to be a 1v2 and they're way more kitted than I am. The best thing I can do at this point is wait them out at the extract and get some good nades off. Let's pray. I heard one die. Bro, look at all this loot. This is absolutely disgusting. I don't want to take a shot here, boom, boom, hit him twice, but he's able to run over here into the beer career, run into this house to the left or the right. There have too much cover around him for me to push shots out right here unless you guarantee, or unless you know that you have a guaranteed headshot, which most of the times you don't, alright? So the best way is to always find a position first where you know you can catch the player up close. There's a lot of space around, so if you miss a couple of shots, you can follow up and still take them out with a good precise shot, and you have a good clear way to kill them, alright? You don't want to be in a position where you're playing cat and mouse because you see a player, you know, somewhere and you tag them twice, and now you're looking at them, they're looking at you, and they have all the time in the world to think and process how to take you out. All right, you never want to do that. You want to make the kills nice and quick. So if I see the player over here, okay, I'm gonna move closer now over here because now I'll be able to get more shots off as I'm getting closer. All right, so maybe I would come around this corner peak. Now I can get off multiple shots while he's in the middle of this road, while over here I would probably only get off 1 or 2 precise shots. Okay, so when you see a player or you see a group of players and you have a fighting plan, now let's talk about how to take out a group of players. So let's say you see a group of 3 players somewhere within the mall. You got close and you're figuring out how you're going to take out a player, right? One thing you want to do when it comes to fighting a team, you always want to go one at a time, all right? So let's say I come across here and I see 3 players down the way, you know, and they're just hugging around this pillar, right? I'm not gonna shoot, kill one, and then continue to hold this angle while the other 2 already have cover and shoot again, all right? That's not what you want to do. When you're fighting a team of multiple people, you want to go boom, take one out quickly, and completely back off, reposition. All right, let's be smart here. See a player on the roof. Oop, I think I may have one-tapped him. I feel like he may have a teammate there, so I'm going to do a full wrap here. I'm going to come up the hill and try to catch this team behind the wall. He's dead. One at a time. So I'm going to kill one. Now I may go all the way down to the 2nd floor somewhere and then make another rotate, you know, over here and then come from this side, you know? So when you're fighting a team, one player and then you reposition. You kill the next player and then you reposition. It's gonna make you a lot more comfortable throughout the fight, and it's gonna make you feel like a sense, like, you know, of a reset. It's like, okay, now it was a 1 versus 2, took one out. Okay, now it's only a 1v1. All right, it makes it so much simpler. It doesn't matter where you're at, especially when players are very close. Like say they're right here in the restaurant and I take one out and I know there's another one there. Yes, I could just sit here, you know, and try to peek again and get the 2nd player, but it's always best to go ahead and shake it up, reset, go to the next floor somewhere, and just completely change up the playstyle. All right, but that's going to be it for this video. If this video helped you out in any way, go ahead and hit that like button, hit up the comment section if you have any tips for anyone else regarding PvP, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content, and I'll catch you guys later.